This is DMG and that's Bonesy, and we're going to be talking about some of the people in the role-playing game YouTube community and how I know about them, feel about them, and why you should be checking them out. The first channel to talk about may not need any introduction whatsoever. You've probably found out about this person by watching Crafter's Tavern, and that was Cody from Taking20. Now, this guy's channel is growing faster than my stomach after a pie eating contest. He's the quintessential tips and tricks channel when it comes to RPGs. Of course, he's one of the members of Save or Dice, a game being streamed weekly which involves Taking20, WebDM, and Nerdarchy, amongst others. Now, why on earth do you need to go to his channel and not go to someone like Nerdarchy, who does very similar tips and tricks? Well, the difference being here, you know that I love Nerdarchy, so let's not get down and scream and unsubscribe. You're supposed to be going to Taking20 and subscribing. He has a very structured approach to how he gets you involved in what he's talking about. He's well versed in various aspects of playing a multitude of different games. And one of the key things to note about Taking20 is that the channel actually started as a guide to running Roll20. So now Roll20, as most people may know, is a virtual tabletop, and Cody had a whole string of tutorials on how to use Roll20 effectively, and of course this has put him in good stead to running things like Save or Dice and helping others expand their knowledge of this system. Of course, he is the go-to channel where it comes to Starfinder, so if you're interested in the new Starfinder game coming out from Paizo, you must check his channel out because he has had early access to it and has a considerable amount of content already there for you to fidget through and find things. Add to that, there's a handful of other product reviews and walkthroughs that he's done, and he's also written a module or two which you can find out information about on his channel. So that's Taking20. Now, Taking20 does also do streaming on Twitch. Then that brings me to the next channel I want to talk about, which is Drop Dice. Now, Drop Dice does pretty much mainly streaming through Twitch, and those are recorded onto YouTube. And this is a growing channel, has a growing following, and it's very important that I think these sort of channels gain momentum so that there's more variety in the bigger channels that are playing different games, because there's a lot of D&D recorded games and there's not a lot of games in other systems. And also they focus on great little games like Blades in the Dark and ICRPG, made by our fellow crafter Rune Hammer, otherwise known as Drunkards and Dragons, but don't tell anybody. Chris Wilhelm, who heads Drop Dice, is a great DM, and there's a lot you can learn from the various gameplays that they go through. There are a multitude of channels to choose from, but I think this one, if you're going to put your big toe into Twitch, you want to check out Drop Dice. Now, of course, if you are not a streaming enthusiast and you are more an old school curmudgeon who likes to throw dice rather than click buttons, you may be more interested in Questing Beast. Now, Questing Beast should really be called Questing Librarian or Cartographer. I don't know where the beast part comes from, but anyway, it's probably a reference to something I don't understand. This is a wonderful channel made by a guy who has made his own RPG called Maze Rats. Maze Rats is a great little game. You can get it off Drive-Thru RPG. I urge you to check out his channel so you can find out all the little snippets of advice that he gives, not just in videos specifically about that device, but in product reviews and walkthroughs. So it's a very interesting take on the product review and walkthrough that he does, and this is why I refer to him as the librarian, because he actually goes in depth and in a very neutral way through the different RPGs that he's reviewing. And you can tell his depth of knowledge because he talks about the mechanics of the things that he's reviewing while he's paging through the tomes of rules that he has collected. Now, his channel is growing significantly, and of course, as his channel grows, he's going to get access to more and more and more RPGs that are available. Hopefully one day he'll take a look at 70 system and he'll probably squash it like a bug. Now, what's important about Questing Beast is he is quite involved in the OSR community. OSR stands for Old School Role-Playing or Old School Renaissance, depends on who you speak to, and got stabbed by in the tavern on your way into the groups. So not only his flip-throughs and all that kind of thing, which are very illuminating, knowledgeable, and fun to listen to while you're driving your car, which is what I do. The one thing I can't do while driving my car is watching his map tutorials, which are also a great resource for any RPG because we all need maps. So he displays some of the maps that he's done, and he also talks about how to create maps as well. There's a variety of those playlists available. He also has done a little bit of sniffing around with streaming of various different games, so there's a few of those on his channel that will satisfy those looking for how he actually DMs a game. Those are the 3 channels I wanted to showcase in this community spotlight. I would like to thank Cody Lewis from Taking20 for setting all this up, and I'd also like to thank Blackmagic Craft, because it's not rules heavy, man! It's not rules heavy! Of course, if you've been on my videos before, you know the drill, a like button. And for those people who say, but I'd like to click the like button more than once, you've got the share button, which is like 5 likes.
It's like 5 likes. Like.
Check out those channels, and of course, if you're interested in what I do, you can subscribe to this channel or 70s System. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video, which should be coming quite shortly. Could be soon. Very, very soon. Roll it out.